Hey guys, Ash here, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. I am not alone today. I'm joined by Scratch, AK-47, or just Scratch as he's known nowadays. Scratch, what's up, man? Welcome back to the channel. How you been, bro?
Yeah, doing great, man. Thanks for having me. And yeah, you can play with both of them, you know, AK-47, just Scratch.
Just Scratch.
Yeah.
Or you can bring the AK if you mean business like we do today, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I actually.
Why did you get rid of that from your name, bro? Did you just thought it was bad SEO? Or what?
No, man. I feel like a lot of people thought that I was Russian for whatever reason, you know.
Сука, блядь!
Okay.
I felt like I had enough of it, you know, like every time, you know.
Okay. People making a lot of assumptions based on the name. I got
of
you.
the name, exactly, and it wasn't related at all, you know. So
It was
like,
a rap
okay,
name, right?
Yeah, let me just take it out of there, you know.
Understood, man.
From Counter-Strike, you know, back in the day, yeah.
I got you. Okay, so here's the deal. Today, I want to talk. The last time you came on, we talked about our favorite builds, like the elite builds for Hydra Clan Boss specifically. But I have this thought here, and maybe who knows? Maybe everybody shares this thought. I don't talk. I don't get around much, Scratch. So, but I think that the best set in the entire game right now is not even a set. And today in this video, we're going to talk about like the best of the best overall, like the best god tier sets in all of Raid Shadow Legends. But I'm not sure how you feel about this, man, but I want to submit to you the best set, and I say that with quotations, probably put that in the title or something too, is actually a One Piece.
Tell us where in the hell you've hidden all of your treasure! The One Piece!
And that is Feral, man. So Feral, I hate Clan Siege, and it's hard to get, and it's annoying, but you do get it, you know? Like, and the cool thing about Feral, though, it doesn't necessarily have to be good. The artifact, you can just get like a crappy ring, but to get 40 accuracy off a one piece, or 80 accuracy off a 3-piece with the 5%. I mean, I think that, especially the one piece, just slapping on a 40 accuracy ring, Scratch, that's insane. The fact that it can be accessory. Accuracy is everything in this game, and to me, that's just right there, a one piece. You add whatever stats you already have, you just slap it on. That's money to have in one accessory, man. What do you think? Am I right? And by the way, I think that Feral 9-piece is probably equally as good, right? But what do you think about the one piece statement? And what do you think about Feral in general? Do you think it's a top set in the game?
I think that 100% One Piece is absolutely game changing. Like, just think about a regular accuracy set, right? The old accuracy set. You need to equip 2 pieces, and you cannot equip accessories, of course, and you get 40 accuracy. And then Feral set comes in with 1 piece. It can be a ring, it can be the worst freaking ring in the game, it can be the worst freaking amulet, or it can be the best amulet where you're rolling more accuracy.
Right?
And all of a sudden, you're equipping one amulet. Let's just say you got lucky and you got a 3 roll on accuracy, which is not that crazy considering that you're only getting good pieces from the siege, right? No 5-star and all that nonsense. And if you are by any chance in tier 6 and you're getting a mythical piece, right? And hitting a 3 roll is much easier. Instantly, you almost got another banner. You know, it's just crazy how powerful it can be, yeah.
Dude, so you put it up there. You put it up. Do you agree? Is this I mean, it's hard to say a 1-piece, you know, compare that to a 9-piece, but I just think that, boy, that is elite. That is elite to get that 40 accuracy off one accessory, man.
The One Piece is real!
And then to get 80 off of a ring, like let's just say you have my weapon and my helmet, then I get 80 accuracy off of slapping a ring on there, you know, on the 3-piece. That's so strong, dude. Plus the speed. It's like Perception, only add a ring to it and you get another 40 accuracy. It's insane. I've made my point, but I think it's like that is a game changer, but so is really all the 9-piece sets. So what do you think in the conversation with Feral? And by the way, I should mention, like, have you tried 9-piece Feral yet?
I haven't just yet because I'm probably missing an accessory on most of the factions. Like, for example, I could make the High Elves, but I'm missing amulet. I could make a different one, but I'm missing the ring or the banner. But overall, as a 9-piece set, it's definitely super powerful. And I gotta say one thing regarding the whole thing with 9-piece sets. I absolutely love it, man. Like,
same.
3 years ago, I was dreaming of something like this, where you're able to just build champions on all sort of different sets and just get bonuses for 1 piece, for 3 piece. And I feel like it's just such a great idea that they've implemented this in the game, and is absolutely changing the way we are building champions in general. They started with a stone skin with protection, which by the way are still top tier sets, right? But now they're just adding more and more. Like you have Merciless, you have Feral, you have Supersonic,
yeah,
and you've got the new set from
Slayer,
the new dungeon, which is and the Slayer too, which is just crazy. Like the Pinpoint is probably one of the most powerful sets in the entire game.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that, man, because it's been a controversy. Some people hate this set, and some people let me have it in the comments because I made a whole video about talking like, wow, Pinpoint's really good, but some people just don't want to hear it, man. I'm glad that you agreed though, but man, go on, keep talking, yeah.
It's super powerful, especially for PvP and the current meta. You know, like we have all these champions that can get polymorph because they debuff, right? You have Gizmak, you have bomb champions that became completely irrelevant. Well, this set will bring pretty much all of those champions back into the meta. We're talking about Ramantu, we're talking about Madame Series, we're talking about all the champions that strip buffs, debuff, do some form of similar effects, you know. And with a Pinpoint, not only that you're getting all of the right stats for them, but it is just so powerful. Like, just think about it. In my opinion, the best set is 2-piece Pinpoint, because you can build your champion with the regular 6 pieces, whatever. But then you're just bringing in a Thresh Ring, a Thresh Amulet, and all of a sudden you just gain 10 more speed. You gained 20 more accuracy. Maybe you don't want to put that on champion that requires the accuracy. Let's just say, for example, I want to build my Georgit. I want to get 10 more speed. Well, maybe I got a nice attack ring. I got a 3 damage amulet. I'm slapping that onto Georgit, and all of a sudden, he just gained 10 more speed. And I know for a lot of people, it might sound like it's not a lot, but I'm always seeing people wondering, how are you guys reaching these stats? This is just impossible. Well, the main way is by putting the right sets and basically exploiting these new sets added to the game that will give you small stats for 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, you know, and just combining them, and you're just building monsters, basically, you know. That's why I freaking love the 9-piece sets.
I agree, man. Everything that you said, I 100% agree on. And like, I've said it before, I'm sure you have too, but man, save your Chaos or for these 9-piece sets, right? It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But make sure you're saving it. Like, I'm looking at even mythical and legendary accessories I would have kept and been excited about a year ago, and having to make those tough decisions between epic of the 9 pieces, and I find myself more often going with the 9-piece, you know, like I need to make room somewhere. So things have definitely changed in that regard. So, okay, let's talk about the other elite sets before we let you go here. So you talked about Pinpoint, so I talked about Feral. You say 2-piece Pinpoint is, and you explain why. So you put that on the same level as Perception?
I would actually
higher.
Say, higher. Like, in my opinion,
I like it.
Can you please?
Yeah.
Pinpoint right now is like extremely powerful, and I feel like it's the most valuable set in the game, especially that is limited time. And one quick note as well before, I see a lot of people not wanting to farm the dungeon. A lot of people are like, why should I farm this dungeon? I don't need to bother with this dungeon.
Sets are here.
These craps. I know all those craps.
Which is annoying, to be fair.
It's super annoying.
Getting Daze gear is not exactly what I'm going for, Scratch, but I hear you.
It's basically like a silver dungeon, you know?
Yeah.
But on top of it, it's very hard to get actual pieces. But it's very easy to get accessories. So for whoever thinks that farming Spider is the right thing to do, no. Forget about the Spider. Spider expired. The best place to farm accessories is the new Odin dungeon, because the stats that you're getting from those pieces are just game-changing. And you will notice it later on when you start building your champions.
Yeah.
And that too. But when you start building your champions and you see all these extra stats on your champions, and you're like, oh wow, now my champion is not 190 speed, it's 200 speed, or my champion now is 210 speed for whatever reason, because I'm using this new set next to whatever else I had available. So the accessories from the Spider became completely irrelevant.
I totally agree, and I love the boldness here. So okay, so Pinpoint and Feral, and then what do you put as like triple S tiers? So Pinpoint, Feral. I'll just say Merciless. I think it's personally Merciless.
My favorite.
People know how good it is, bro, but like people still like the fact that they threw almost a reflex in with the best ignore defense in the game. It's just like, what? And then if you want to go all the way to 9, you almost get a relentless in there, like getting 3 sets.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is insane, bro. It's insane, you know?
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, Slayer set is nice and all that. It's great on some champions that deal AoE damage with multiple skills. Personally, maybe I'm just unlucky. I'm not really getting any good pieces.
Me neither, by the way.
I don't build champions on a Slayer set. It doesn't matter what skills they have. They can have 100 AoE attacks. I don't care about it because the stats that I can get with the Slayer set in general are not that great. So the Slayer set for me is just like a set where I'm sometimes showcasing in videos for people that kind of like that set. But I prefer Merciless over any other damage set in the entire game. You know, like it's just so much better. It's true. You cannot combine it with a Stone Skin for Arena and stuff.
Yeah.
But you still have the Savage for it. But if I'm talking about a pure damage build, my God, nothing compares to the Merciless in my opinion. You're getting the attack, you're getting the crit damage, you're getting some speed too. As you mentioned, you have like a reflex set in there. You have 35% ignore defense. And trust me, having, let's just say 500 additional attack, you have 20, 30 additional crit damage from a Merciless versus a Slayer. Plus you have all that decreased cooldown and all the funky things that is doing 35% ignore defense instead of 30, it will add up more damage than a Slayer set would, you know?
I don't know what your problem is.
My problem is I'm 10 times better than you, and you're gonna find that out.
Yeah, no, 100%, and I'm with you. So I would put Merciless, Pinpoint, and Feral all on the same page. And what else do you put on that same level as the best of the best?
Stone Skin is definitely part of it as well, you know, and it is a bit more conditional with Supersonic in what areas you can use that set, but it's a very strong set as well, to be honest with you. You are getting good...
you mean? Or Stone Skin?
Yeah,
okay.
Supersonic.
Yeah, so Stone Skin for obvious reasons. The fact that you can... It's weird because, like you said, I'm not including Savage and Lethal as, like, the best in the entire game anymore. But with Stone Skin, they certainly are. You know, like, that 4-piece combo is definitely up there when you factor them in. Yeah. So, do you put Protection... Before we get to Supersonic, do you put Protection on the same level as what we've mentioned so far?
So I think... generally Protection is better than Supersonic, and that's mainly because you have more use for it. You know, you can use it in Hydra. You're boosting your damage by a lot.
That damage boost
for Arena. It's just everything that Protection does in general is better. You're getting slightly more speed as well, you know, because you're getting 12% if I remember it correctly. I do think that overall, Protection is better than Supersonic.
I agree. I mean, Protection for any buffer in Hydra is just such the way to go, and it's still. I don't know if you run any Arena champs in 9-piece Protection, but I still run my Siphi in a 9-piece. You know, not the only build certainly, but it's super powerful. I feel like the protected buffs.
I don't have a 9-piece for Arena, but I have like 4-piece, sometimes even 5-piece. You know, just to get the extra speed in.
For sure. So that's. What about? Okay, anything else? Anything else that you put on that level? Supersonic, talk to me about... I see Supersonic as like a SS tier. Like double S instead of triple S. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking a shot at it.
Exactly. I was going to say...
Yeah, okay.
I was going to say, I do think Supersonic is a bit beneath the rest of the sets that we just mentioned. And that's mainly because it's just such an arena-focused set. Like, you are getting...
buffs,
turn meter, right? You're basically decreasing the turn meter on the enemies is nice to have it for Arena. Is very hard to get a good full 9-piece from it as well. You know, it's the same like with the rest of the sets as well. I feel like it's just so such a niche set comparing it with the rest. You know, that's why it's not at the high level in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. Any of these 2-piece sets like Zeal or these more niche 2-piecers got you really excited, Scratch?
So Zeal and Impulse are both very, very good sets, to be honest.
Impulse, I'm looking for it here. They're very hard to get, but very good, right?
The problem is that I'm going to build my champion on 9-piece Protection. So where am I going to use the Impulse? So the Impulse drops a lot in value, but if you are not able to build your champion in 9-piece Protection, 9-piece on a different 9-piece set, you know. Then it's good to use it on support champions. You could potentially even use it on some damage dealers, but that's where the Zeal set comes in play. I actually like the set. I do tend to use it together with 6-piece Merciless.
Oh, Merciless. Okay,
yeah, 6-piece Merciless. So basically, you're getting extra damage. You're getting the crit damage. I have it on my Tranda. I have it on my Ninja for the Hydra, and these are my top damage dealers for Nightmare, Hard. I am using it on Thunderbolt as well. So I do tend to swap the gear around on these 3 champions usually, because hey, you can only have that much Merciless and Zeal, but I do tend to use it for the Hydra. And to be honest, I'm not really using the Zeal set anywhere else.
Same.
As you mentioned as well, you have Savage, Stone Skin together on most nukers, so you don't really have room to wiggle for sets like this. But I would love a 1-piece set like the Zeal, where you're just getting 3% damage without the crit damage, and it's just 1 piece.
That'd be cool. And to the same end, on Slayer, we talked a lot of smack about it, and I kind of agree. Out of the other 9 pieces, it's like a little bit more niche and underwhelming. In some regard, it could be fun though. But even like sometimes I'll slap on a 5% ring just in a broken set on a random champion just to get that 5% crit rate. You know, like that's nice to have on a 1-piece too. All right, and then I'll just end by saying this, Scratch. We're going to do a collab on Scratch's channel as well, guys, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. But those are for me, it's like Stone Skin Protection, Pinpoint Feral, and Merciless. Like, those are my elites. But I want to end on this note, and I want to see if you agree, but like, gosh, I'm coming off this recording. I just recorded like this big rant video. So I do want to now I'm in like, did I go too hard mode? Like in my head, right? So I do want to kind of give credit where credit is due. I actually think that like in this game with 1 billion champions and 1 billion artifact sets, man, the artifact sets are pretty balanced, because if you look at all the other artifact sets for a game that has like 40 of them now or whatever, like Immortal's good, Divine Speed is okay, Reflex is okay, Cruel is very good, Immortal Provoke, Stun, Savage, Relentless, like even Shield early game, Regen, like Cursed. There's a lot of viable sets, you know, like, so that's the cool thing is there's been power creep, but also there's a lot of utility, especially them buffing those sets and stuff. I feel like there's still a lot of utility you can get out of other sets in the game, you know, which is cool.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like if you remember it before, like 4 years ago, right? They were only like, I don't know, 3-4 sets.
Yeah.
that everybody was using out of everything, and no other set was viable no matter what. So
that's it.
Simpler times.
On top of them buffing a couple of sets, the newly added sets are actually not bad, you know. And if you're thinking about it, pretty much every single set has its own viability in terms of some content in a way or another. Yeah. So I do think that they're definitely doing a good job. The only one thing that they're not doing right is add more freaking space, because as mentioned, 40 plus sets.
Gosh.
It's just so hard to have space for all of them, you know.
I totally agree, man. And you know what? One thing they could do as like a little side note here to end the video, a little complaint to end in the first of all, Instinct kind of sucks. I'm looking at like sets that are kind of new that
yeah, it's not that the best though.
But anyway, I digress. What I would like them to do, man, is if you're at full artifact storage or accessory storage, and you want to make a swap, like on my preset manager, I want to make a swap. Yeah. Dude, just allow me to make the swap. As long as it's going to equal out that everything's still the same, you know? Like, I hate having to go clear gear when you're at full just so you can take off the gear to put gear back on.
You're just lazy.
Come on, man. You know? Like, that's annoying.
Super annoying.
But other than that, any final thoughts before we let you go, Scratch?
Yeah, that's it pretty much,
right,
man. Looking forward to see what other future sets they will bring, because I'm 100% sure that they will have some in store, especially whenever they're going to release the new that new clan boss and other things that they have on the menu, you know. So hopefully something interesting.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Go check out Scratch's channel, check out our collab there. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and as always, take care, guys.